If you would like to know how to make these brownie cookies, then continue to watch the video. And while you're at it, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Hello and welcome back to Simon's Baking Isolation Inspiration. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're a baking show where we don't take ourselves too seriously and we have fudgely good fun while we bake. Now before we get started, I have my mascot right here and he's just had a fresh haircut and I thought I'd show you. And here he is. Here's Bertie, looking trim and proper. Leave a heart in the comments section down below, and however many hearts I get is as many treats as he gets. Isn't that right? Now, today we're making brownies. Or are we making cookies? Or how about we make brownie cookies? Let's mash them together. The ingredients you're going to need to make these things are as follows. In this bowl, I have got 30 grams of plain flour. In this bowl, I've got 30 grams of cocoa powder. I have got 2 eggs. In this bowl, I've got 25 grams of light brown sugar. And in this bowl, I've got 65 grams of caster sugar. If you haven't got caster, use granulated. Who cares? In this bowl, I have got 25 grams of unsalted butter. In this bowl, I have got 130 grams of dark chocolate, the cheap stuff you get from the shops. And lastly, I couldn't get any vanilla extract, so instead I've got vanilla bean paste. What's the difference? I don't know. To start with, get your sugars, your caster and your light brown, and whop them straight in. Next you want to go in with 1 of your whole eggs. Now we need just the egg white for this egg. So what you want to do is give it a tap on the table, split it open, and pass the yolk from one egg shell to the other. And you should be left with the yolk. Lastly, you want to go in with a little splish of your vanilla bean paste or extract, whatever you've got really. So just a splish. Now it's at this point, people start running about, panicking. I need to get the KitchenAids. I need to get the electric hand whisk. Well, I'm here today to say no. Get yourself one of these. No, this isn't from 50 years in the future. This is a hand whisk. We don't use none of that electric stuff here. Now you want to whisk this all together until it's all nice and fluffy. Now this is the consistency that you're looking for. As you can see, it's gone really light and really pale and fluffy, and it's got like a little ribbony sort of effect to it, and then it sinks back in. Perfect. Now it's time to melt some chocolate. So get your butter and straight in a bowl. Next, go in with some chocolate. Now we want to heat this over a bain-marie. What's a bain-marie? Come over to the cooker and I'll show you. Come on. You've joined me over at my cooker. Now what it is, I've got this bowl and this pan with a little bit of water in. What you want to do is get a bowl to sit on top of the pan. But what you don't want is you don't want the water to be so far up that it touches the bottom of this, because the chocolate will burn and it will taste real lucky. Now you want to get this onto a really low temperature and give it a little stir until the butter and chocolate are all melted. And while that's melting, get your plain flour and pop it in with your cocoa powder. Now you want to get your little whisking fingers on and just give that a little whisk together. Now have a look at that, party peeps. That's what you're looking for. There's just a few lumps left, but literally a couple of seconds and that will all be melted. Now I know what the temptation at home is, to put your fingers in and have a little taste. But let me tell you something, this is really hot, and if you put your fingers in that, you're liable to burn your fingers off. Now pop that to the side for a few minutes to cool down, and in the meantime it's time to do the most boring job, lining baking trays. So get your parents or whoever is annoying you at home to do it, because you don't want to be doing it, do you? And as if by magic there is 2 perfectly lined baking tins. Now is a really good time to get your ovens on, 180 degrees Celsius or gas mark 4. Get them on. Now the chocolate has cooled down just a little bit, it's time to whop it straight in to to your eggery, sugary mixture. Let's get it all in. Have a look at that. Now just give that a little stir up. Have a look at that, party peeps. That's looking good. And now it's time to go in with your flour and cocoa powder. Swap the whole lot straight in. Now you want to whisk this into the chocolate mixture until it's all combined. Now this is an optional extra. I was rummaging through my fridge earlier and I found a bar of white chocolate hidden away. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to smash it into this. So I've got about 50 grams here of white chocolate. You can use anything, Smarties, Maltesers, whatever you want. What I'm going to do is just pop it in and just give it a jolly good old stir around. Now with a tablespoon, grab a bit and just plop it in the middle. You want to leave quite a big gap between them because these will spread out in the oven. And there we go. I managed to get just about 10. Some are bigger than the others, but you know what? Who cares? The bigger ones are for me because I'm gutsy. Now it's time to whop these straight in the oven. Don't take long, 6 minutes. Get them in now while they're in the oven. If you've got any left in the bowl, don't let it go to waste. Get your fingers in there. Have a little taste test. Oh, this is chocolate. Lush. Time has just gone off and I've got my boxing gloves on. Time to get these out the oven and have a look. Have a look at them. And there we go. Now we need to leave these bad boys to cool down until they're completely cool. Now I was being a little bit ambitious with the time. 6 minutes. What am I thinking? It actually took 15. Now because I had a little bit of white chocolate left over, I decided to melt it in the microwave. So I've got in my Harry Potter bowl, Gryffindor over here, and I've melted it down. It's been about 1 minute and 20 seconds in the microwave, full power. Your microwave might be different. And there we go. Melted chocolate. Now I'm just going to pop it into my piping bag. Now what I've done is I've cut just the tippitiest tip bit off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go a little bit crazy over all of it. Ta-da! Now, I decided to go a little bit crazy on these brownie cookies, Brookies, whatever you want to call them. And this is for my 1,000 follower special on Instagram. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll leave the link down below. Now, I was up at my supermarket and I went all out. I mean, this cost me a whole £3. I've got myself some gold leaf. It's going to look perfect on these. I've never used this before. Let's have a little look. Oh, wow. Look at that. Shiny. I've never used this stuff before. I've got no idea what I'm doing. Oh my days. Wow. Looking good. Wow. That was £3, that stuff. It looks terrible, but you know what? It's decadent, it's fancy. It don't really matter. Now it's time for the taste test. It tastes just like a brownie, to be honest with you. But you know that really nice bit, the bit that's all crunchy on the edges? That's basically all that. Oh, it's a winner-winner chicken dinner. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch my video. If you've enjoyed it and you want to subscribe to me, click my face right here. And while you're at it, click here to see all my other videos. Thank you very much. Tell you what, glad they taste good because that gold leaf has absolutely ruined it. £3 that cost me.